two boys placed a mannequin on the pedestrian overpass. Suddenly, one of the boys pushed the mannequin off the bridge. A large truck swerved to avoid hitting the mannequin and subsequently overturned. Vehicles behind it crashed into each other one after another, resulting in a serious traffic accident. Jack's face was filled with regret, while Henry wore a smug smile. The police soon arrived at the scene, and the two boys quickly hid under the bridge. Henry threatened Jack, saying, "This was something we did together. Even if I'm the mastermind, you're at least an accomplice. So don't think you can wash your hands of this." Angered by Henry's threats, Jack was furious. Back at home, the news reported the accident on TV. Jack felt guilty and wanted to tell his uncle the truth, but Henry intercepted him, threatening that if Jack spoke out, he would pin everything on Jack. Henry claimed, "This is my family, and my family will only believe me, not you." Jack fell silent. Since Jack's mother had just passed away, people were more likely to suspect him of dangerous behavior. At that moment, their cousin ran over, and Henry grabbed her by the ear, saying, "This is my room, you're not allowed in here." Jack stepped forward to stop him, pinned Henry against the wall, and the two started fighting. Henry noticed how much Jack cared for his sister, and deliberately said things to provoke him. When their aunt came upstairs and asked what had happened, Henry lied, claiming they were just fooling around. Under threat, Jack reluctantly nodded. After that, Jack didn't dare leave his cousin's side, even sleeping on the floor beneath her bed at night. He feared Henry might harm her. One morning, Jack woke up to find his cousin missing. Panicked, he began searching for them both. From overhearing a conversation between his uncle and aunt, Jack learned they had gone ice skating on the lake. He rushed to the rink but arrived too late. Henry was skating with his sister when suddenly, he pushed her beyond the safety barrier. The sister fell, got up, and then the ice cracked suddenly. She plunged into the freezing water. Henry pretended to rescue her, but each time she reached out for help, he dodged her hand. Soon, Henry's sister sank beneath the ice, and Henry just silently watched as the current carried her away. Fortunately, someone arrived in time. After locating her underwater, they chopped the ice open with an axe and pulled her out. She was rushed to the hospital. Watching his weakened cousin, Jack reported Henry's actions to their aunt, but their aunt refused to believe her son would harm his sister, warning Jack not to make such accusations. That night, Henry attempted to harm his sister again in her hospital room, but their aunt, who was guarding her, caught him. When asked about the incident at the ice rink, Henry claimed it was just an accident. Sensing something was wrong during his mother's questioning, Henry warned Jack not to speak out, but Jack told Henry he had already told their aunt everything. Determined to teach Jack a lesson, Henry lied that he had poisoned the food in the refrigerator. To keep everyone safe, Jack poured all the food into the sink. Seizing the opportunity, Henry woke their uncle and aunt, who witnessed Jack's frantic behavior. Everyone thought Jack had truly lost his mind. When their aunt looked at Henry, she noticed his smug smile. It was this very act that sparked her suspicion of Henry. The next day, their aunt quietly visited Henry's secret hideout. There, she found a small yellow plastic duck toy, the favorite toy of her youngest son, who had tragically drowned in the bathtub. Afterward, the toy had mysteriously disappeared. When their aunt questioned Henry about why the toy was there, he had no explanation. Recalling what Jack had told her the previous day, their aunt dared not think further. Suddenly, Henry snatched the toy and threw it into a well. Later, Henry went home and confided in Jack, saying he felt overshadowed by his younger siblings, believing they took away their parents' love, which was why he hurt them. But now that his secret was out, his next target would be their mother. Hearing Henry's threat against their aunt, Jack grabbed a pair of scissors to confront him. At that moment, their uncle entered, pulled Jack away, and locked him in the study. No matter how much Jack tried to explain, his uncle wouldn't listen. Jack watched as Henry led their aunt toward a cliff. He shouted loudly for help, but no one heard him. Grabbing a chair, Jack smashed the window, jumped out, and chased after them. Henry pushed their mother off the cliff, but luckily, she grabbed a tree branch. Henry then raised a rock to strike her, but Jack arrived just in time to tackle Henry. The two struggled fiercely. Their aunt seized the chance to climb up and, while the two rolled down the cliff, grabbed hold of them. Henry begged his mother to let go of Jack, but Jack remained silent. After a moment of inner conflict, their aunt painfully released Henry's hand and pulled Jack to safety. Looking down at Henry at the bottom of the cliff, Jack and their aunt embraced each other, tears streaming down their faces.